New data from the Angus Reid Institute is examining crime rates across the country and delving into what the biggest threats to Canadians are.
For more on the numbers, let's bring in CTV's Scott Hurst this morning. Scott, good to talk to you. So how safe do Canadians feel according to this new poll when it comes to crime?
Good morning, Nick and Jen. We've seen crime and safety become increasingly politicized over the past several years, but of course it is also a very personal experience. We all want to feel safe. We all want our families to be safe, whether it's in our home, in our communities, or in our larger cities. And according to this new survey, Canadians are expressing growing concern about rising crime, a majority saying that crime in their community has risen over the past 5 years, according to the Angus Reid Institute. New numbers providing a fresh snapshot of the perceptions and individual experiences of how we all feel safe in our communities. Now, Angus Reid conducted this survey late last year and a few days in November, touching base with more than 2,000 people, and 3 in 5 believe crime has been rising over the past 5 years, with the number of Canadians pointing to crime and public safety now as a top issue also increasing. Before COVID, it was kind of hanging out in the single digits, under 10%. Now just over 20%, just under 20%, excuse me, saying it is a serious concern in their community. And as the report points out, the proportion of Canadians feeling comfortable also walking alone in their neighborhood after dark, that has fallen. So people are feeling less safe when even walking in their community when it turns nighttime. Now, as I said, it's become increasingly politicized as well. The Liberal government has proposing sweeping changes to the criminal code and promising a crackdown on crime. But with this fresh snapshot, Nick and Jen, it appears that the Liberal government will have a hard time, will have a lot of work convincing Canadians that things are getting better in their communities.
Yeah, and Scott, I'm curious to know how many Canadians say they've actually been victims of crime?
According to the survey, 13% say they've been a victim of crime over the past 2 years, which led them to specifically contact police. But according to the survey, some of the most common crimes facing Canadians don't even involve seeing another person's face. And in many cases, these ultimately are not reported. So that is a big difference in the numbers here. Often less reported, yet still costly and unsettling crimes of identity theft and fraud. And this has reportedly cost Canadians hundreds of millions of dollars every year. More than 4 in 5 Canadians saying they've been the target of an online scam or a phone scam over the past 2 years. So this is really something that appears to be targeting all of us, regardless of where we live or who we are or what communities we live in. So, there are, of course, a perception of crime, and then there are crimes that are impacting Canadians that are costing us a lot of money with these scams and frauds. But unfortunately, many of those go unreported as well.
Yeah, really interesting set of numbers indeed. Okay, that is CTV's Scott Hurst live this morning. Scott, thank you.